Hi, here we will discuss about inserting the node after a particular node in doubly linked list. That means inserting the node in between the last and end node of the doubly linked list. So for that, what we have to do, so in this given doubly linked list, so we should make some temporary node. Then we should adjust the next field and the previous field of the node that is going to be inserted. So when we are adjusting that, so if it is the position I want to insert my new node, then here this is assigned as temporary variable. Here I am inserting my node as a new inserting as a third node in the list. Okay, so this is done by adjusting the pointers these two locations in this two locations. So finally we should make four adjustment: this one and fourth pointer. So four pointers has to be adjusted when we are inserting into the doubly linked list after particular position. That we will do by Java code. Here first what we are doing, we are passing the position. Suppose my position is third. Okay, I want to insert my node at third position of the doubly linked list. Then I want to create a new node will be created with data. Initially I am assuming my doubly linked list is size is 0. That means my head pointer is denoting null and tail pointer also denoting null. So what is the meaning of this one? My list is empty. So if my list is empty, then whichever node I am going to create with this data, so here the data may be a 5. So 5 is created. So here previous field and next field also null. So this is the new node will have the address of 100. So this will become the head node and new node, or head node and tail node. So before that, if uh, I am giving position is 3, if head is null, then third position is not available in the list. You see my list is empty, so my third position is not available in the list. So that condition is to be checked. Then else if my position is, else if should be here, if my position is equal to size plus 1. What is the size of my list? Null. As of now, null. So my size of the list is 1. Size of the list is 1, right? Then position is here 3. Position is here 3. If it is false, so automatically it come out of the loop. It will come out of the loop. Suppose if my position is 1, if my position is 1, instead of this, if my position is 1, then 1 equal to 1. So here this is the null. If my position is 1, then my new node will be inserted in the beginning of the list. Okay, that means here the uh, the node will be inserted in the end of the list. That means, for example, if I have position is, suppose if I am having the two nodes in the list. So this is my head pointer is denoting, this is 100 is written here, head pointer. And this is 101. The last node, next field will be a null. Tail pointer is denoting the last node. So next field of the first node will denote the second node. The second node previous field is denoting the first node. Then previous field of first node also null. So if my my size of here, my size of the linked list is 2. My size of the linked list is 2. If I want to insert at position number 3, it position number 3. So if I want to insert at position number 3, 3 equal to my size is 2. So 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So both are equal. Both are equal. If it is the case, I have to insert my node at end of the list. Insert my node at end of the list. For that, what we have to do here, we have to make one 3 lines of code. So we have to move at end of the list. We have to move at the end of the list. For that, what we have to do, we have to make one new variable node last, right, then which is assigned with head, which is assigned with head. So now this will become the last, this will become the last. Then we have to check the the node has to send to the last position, last position. So for that, what we have to do, we have to make while last dot next not equal to null, not equal to null. We can move step by step into the last node by using these 2 lines of code. Then we will move into the last node. Then the last node is assigned with new node. So new node will be assigned here, new node will be assigned here. So the new node will be assigned into the end of the list, that means third position. Third position, you look at that, 1 2, this is third position. Then this link will be created. So this is the way to insert the node if our position is more than the size of doubly linked list. Otherwise, suppose my position equal to 1, my position equal to 1, that means my list is pointed with null. Okay, head is null. Okay, so if head is sorry, here if my position is 1, that means if I have the list like this, okay, I have the list like this, etc. Right. So now if I want to insert at position number 1, it, okay, position number 1. So if it is the case, then what can we do? So here the head is have pointing the first node. So if I want to insert at first position, the new node is created, right? New node is created with address of 500. Then if we want to insert new node at position number 1, here my position number 1, so 1 equal to 1 means, then here the new node is having next field and previous field is null. Here we will have the data, suppose which is having the 4. Okay, so now we have to insert at position number 1, that means the head should point out the, head should point out the new node, head should point out the new node. Okay, so now here we are calling the insert at beginning of the list method. Insert at beginning of the list method, this method is having the code. We have to make first, this is the uh, this is the head, first node is the head now. Okay, the first node is the head. The head is having the value of 100, value of 100. So this is head. Okay, this is the head node. So now this will have new node dot next, new node dot next will be assigned to head. New node is dot next is assigned with head. So now the pointer will updated with the new node dot next field is this one. So this link will be created. So here the 100 is written here, 100 is written to new node dot next. Then we have to make the field of previous field of head. So head dot previous, head dot previous equal to new node, head dot previous equal to new node. So here 500 will be written. So link is created like this. Then we have to make new node as a head, new node as a head. So we have to make this link like head equal to new node, head equal to new node. So now the new node is assigned as a head. Then now head dot previous is, so this is the head, so new node is the head now, so head dot previous will become null. Okay, so these four lines of code should be written here. Okay, then otherwise if my list is having many nodes, right, if my list is having many nodes, then I want to insert at position number 3. I want to insert at position number 3. For that, what we have to do, so here the head pointer is denoting the first node, address may be 100. Then here what we have to do, the we are creating two temporary variables. One is the current variable and another one is the temp variable. So head is assigned to current, so head will be assigned to current. Then temporary is simply assigned with null node, empty node. Now using this now we are making the insertion at particular position. For example, what we had, so this is the node what we inserted, what we established in the previous slide. So this is 100, 101, 102, 103. So head pointer is pointing the 100. Then this is the link 101 is written here, pointing this link. The second node is pointing the 102. Third node is pointing the 103. So here this is null, so tail is pointing the 103. Then head is pointing the 100. So now the head dot previous also null. So I want to insert at position number 3. I want to insert at position number 3. For this, simply we can make a current already we have represented with first node in the previous slide, and one more variable temporary, this is null node. Now my position is 3. So now iteration number 1, my condition is I value is 1, 1 less than 3 minus 1, that is 2, so 1 less than 2, which is condition is true. If condition is true, I am assigning current dot next into the current dot next is 101. So 101 is assigned to, right, assigned to current value. So now current value is updated with the value 101. So this variable is updated with the second node 101. Then iteration number 2, so 2 less than 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So 2 less than 2, which is false. So if it is false, this for loop will come out of the block. Now the temporary is assigned to current dot next. So this is the current dot next is 102. 102 is the current dot next. So current dot next is assigned to temporary. 102 is assigned to temporary. This node will become the temporary. So the variable temporary is having third node. So already what we have created, new node is created with value of 10, with value of 10, right? So here the address is 500, new node address is 500. Assume new node address is 500. Then now current is assigned to temporary dot previous. Okay, so this is already having the temporary dot previous is having already 102 is already available. Then what is the current dot next? So current dot next we have to update. Actually we have to make the link, this has to be broken. We have to make the link to new node. So new node has to be inserted at the position number 3, right? So now current dot next is assigned with new node. So 500 is assigned to the current dot next. So here 500 will be written. 500 will be returned. So link is created to the new node. The new node dot previous has to denote the current. New node dot previous has to denote the current. So here 101 will be written, link is created. Then we should make temporary dot previous and new node dot next. So new node dot next I have to write temporary. So new node dot next is writing as a temporary. Then temporary dot previous should be new node. So this address will be updated with 500. So now the new node is assigned to temporary dot previous. So four adjustments we have done: 1 2 3 4. Okay, so now the node is inserted at the position number 3. Now the this list is this node becomes fourth node, and this node will become the fifth node. So this is the procedure to insert the node at a particular position. Thank you.